I would like for us to um, invite some few dignitaries to come up stage and acknowledge their presence here. We have in our midst some dignitaries from um, America, Millennium Promise headquarters, and I would like to introduce them. We have the Chief Finance Officer for Millennium Promise here in the person of Frank O'Connell. We also have the Director of Operations from New York, still MPA, America, please, Sam. And we have our Director in charge of Field Operations, Fatima, also here. Since I'm in the Millennium Promise fraternity, let me finish that before I come back to the others. We also have our Country Director for Uganda, John Okorio. We have his deputy also here, Robert. We also have Diouf, who is the team leader from Senegal. And we have the country rep from Nigeria, Pampaida, Dr. Ojo. Great. So I'm done with that. Then I come to my partner and good friend, who is the president or the co-chair for the CSO platform for SDGs, in the person of George. Then we have in our midst um, the deputy director in charge of science at the Ghana Education Service, right? Or director in charge of science, right? You know, if it were to be the military or the police, I wouldn't be pardoned at all. Forgive me. And we had Honorable Dr. Yao Osei Educhum. He came here, he was here close to 30 minutes, and we had not started, and we were not here, and so he left. And I would like to state it on record that it is our doing, and we render our unqualified apologies to him. So a round of applause for him. And similarly, we had also reps from the UN agencies also come and leave. It's so unfortunate, but we have to pay a price at some point. And so we are paying for the empty seats. So a round of applause to them as well. So I would like to, at this point, invite the chair for today's occasion, who happens to be a mother, an educationist, somebody very strict and firm, a disciplinarian. She has accomplished a lot, which I can't read here, but she's going to tell you a lot today. I would like to invite on stage the chair for today's occasion in the person of Dr. Mrs. Angela Tinamensa, Director, Secondary Education, Ghana Education Service. To join her is Ms. Thelma, who is also representing the Honorable Gender Minister. She would have loved to be here in person, but she has an assignment at the UN, so she couldn't come. And then I will ask the Director of Operations, Millennium Promise, to also join us upstage. Then I asked my very good friend and brother, George Osei Bimpe, the Chair Ghana CSO platform on SDGs, please to come upstage. Then I invite myself to also sit down whilst I usher in the two pilots. You know, nowadays everything is gender balancing, So, in fact, I made only one seat for a lady. So I leave it vacant because the lady has left. So that you see that we try to balance the equation. So co-pilots, lady and Nana, you have the audience.
Thank you, Chief Nat. Can we give him a round of applause?